I have been pretty busy as of lately, so it might surprise some that I actually squeezed time to play the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. As some of you know, I am a big Monster Hunter fan, so I have to talk about the beta even if it's just for a little bit. If you are new here, we talk about anime, gaming, and conventions. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please consider subscribing. I want to keep this short and sweet, so no intro for this one. We're just going to dive right in. Let's start with character creation. It appears to be significantly improved from the previous games. I personally couldn't be happier. I am someone that loves creating characters, so I had some time to work on, my character for the beta, but I mean, we're just getting started here, so I can see myself making a second and a third one, or even changing the look of the character I currently made. It appears that there have been some small but welcome quality of life changes implemented into this, which, by the way, I do want to point this out. I only had a few hours to try this out. If there's anything in here I say that is a little inaccurate, go ahead and let me know in the comments because I want to get it right. And of course, like I said, just keep in mind that I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to play this beta. It seems as if there is a new targeting system to help you keep track of the monster. It's called Focus. If you keep finding yourself in between turf wars, I can see this being a big help. And taking this step even further with your Sacred, that's the bird you ride/fly on. It has a feature that you can activate where it will follow the monster you are hunting. Seriously, all you're gonna have to do is catch a ride and then prepare for the fight. Genius. One of the first things I noticed immediately is that the camera is a tad more zoomed in. And it's gonna sound silly what I'm about to say, but it really helped with the immersion. Everything just looks bigger and more fantastical. And like I said, and then already the graphics are much more improved. So going into that, I would say I understand that there's some optimization issues with the PC version. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the memes made about the graphical bugs, which I'm actually someone that finds bugs absolutely hilarious. So when I saw them, I thought they were funny. I know some people were not pleased with this, but I played on the Series X and I actually didn't experience any bugs. But like I said, that time was brief. I think it's important to know that the bugs where it makes the game look like a PlayStation 1 game, yeah, those are more than likely going to be fixed. The wire bug can now grab insects that are a little out of reach. Again, this is nothing major, but it is a small tweak. I have 3 weapons I'm proficient in, and one I am just okay with. It still needs a little work. Gunlance is my favorite weapon, and then I also play bow, insect glaive, and charge blade. And it does seem that some core moves are pretty much unchanged, but I did notice Gunlance getting an additional move in a combo, and it's heavy hitting. I also noticed that I can Wyvern fire, well, what we used to know as Wyvern Blast, more frequently. And that's because there is less of waiting for a cooldown and more about building up the energy by attacking. And that's really going to shake things up. Doing like multiple Wyvern fires, in one session, that's going to be pretty awesome. I hope they did tweaks like this for the rest of the weapons. And yeah, it's great when moves carry over and you can jump right in, but I do want things to be shaken up. I don't want the same game with just better graphics. So this has given me exactly what I wanted. You can now switch weapons in the middle of combat, so yes, you wouldn't need to go back to camp. This is huge for me. This wasn't always the case, but ever since World, I play more than one weapon. This has kept me playing the game a lot longer, especially when you get to in-game content. Oh man, yeah, you gotta shake things up. At least that's how I personally feel. But I don't think this is typical. So I'm really curious. I would love to see the data on this. That are people, are lots of players gonna be switching in between weapons, or is this gonna be a feature that's just completely ignored? The whole thing about making a camp out in the open, I mean, this is genius. I like that this could be an option. I like that they're doing this, but it is also a dangerous option. I have seen clips of people finishing a meal and then dying. And let's be honest, that's pretty damn hilarious. The last thing I'll mention is a new countering system. This is one of the things that I am not 100% sure if this is new or not. So I played the base Monster Hunter Rise, but I didn't get around to Sunbreak. So this could be something from that DLC. Countering an enemy works the way you would expect. However, the camera kind of switches and gets all cinematic for a brief moment. It leaves your opponent off balance and gives you an opportunity to just straight unleash. Not that countering / parrying is brand new to the series. I'm aware of, certain abilities you could get from the older games that allowed you to parry, but this appears to be something that's just not limited to a specific weapon. And that's really all I have for you. I'm really looking forward to this, and I can't wait to get with my boys and gals to slay some massive monsters. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know how I'm doing. Are you excited about the new Monster Hunter game? I know I am. It's probably going to be the game I put the most hours in for 2025. As always, I appreciate you watching the video to the very end, and I'll see you next time.